Anyways, it is again my privilege, my honor, to be amongst you. And today, UAE Warriors is endeavoring into another cornerstone in its young history. We are heading strong in another back-to-back weekend, back-to-back fight weekend, and many followers have asked us why are we continuing to do that, and the reason we're continuing to do that is because of you. We have so many people that want to fight, and we love that. And we got to remember, we are not conducting our events at normal times. We are at a time that the global scene has been hit by a pandemic that it has not done what should be needed to counter it, not to this day. But alhamdulillah, where are we today? We are in Abu Dhabi. We are in the United Arab Emirates. We have our great leadership that we have to thank, and we have everyone here. We thank them because they avail to us an environment we can conduct level, international, global level competitions at a time they have been halted in many other places. And for those who do not speak English, normally we start in Arabic, but I felt compelled speaking English. اهلا وسهلا بابو ظبي فيكم خاصه اللي يجوا عندنا اول مره. احنا يعني بنتشرف بوجودكم معنا وشكرا على دعمكم لمحاربي الامارات، واحنا يسعدنا ان تكونوا معنا بعاصمتنا الحبيبه ابو ظبي وبلدكم وبلدنا الكبير دوله الامارات العربيه المتحده اللي تعودنا انه تكون يعني ملمه جميع الايفنتس العالميه اللي عم بتصير بالرياضه وغير الرياضه. وانتم يعني لا شك جزء كبير من منظمه محاربي الامارات، ونتمنى نشوفكم كلكم ابطال بكل المحافل الدوليه وتمثلوا بلدكم بخير تمثيل. انتم ابطال بمعنى الكلمه. We will proceed with the official word on behalf of Palm Sports and the UAE Warriors. I will have to recite it in Arabic, and we will have a very concise reiteration of our official word in English for those who cannot speak Arabic. But I tell you what, if you continue coming to UAE Warriors, we promise you we're going to start teaching you Arabic. How about that? We'll make a deal. You know, Oli, we have, how's your Arabic? It's coming on. Use Toli as an example. Toli joined us in our first Warriors in 29 of January 2000. It's a true story. He's still living in Abu Dhabi. He hasn't left. Is that true? See? Yeah, he came from London. He came with She, Perry Lewis, and Ollie Thompson. And today, hopefully, they'll come back, and they'll come back soon, stronger than ever. All right, not to waste more time from all your important time. Some of you are still doing the cutting weight, or we're all done? We ready? Excellent. Yeah. Okay, this is, again, I represent Palm Sports and the UAE Warriors, and thank you again for being amongst us. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السيدات والسادة. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يشرفني أن أستهل كلمتي بتوجيه أسمى آيات العرفان إلى قيادتنا الرشيدة التي كفلت لنا وطنا آمنا ننعم فيه بالأمن والأمان والاستقرار، وهيأت لنا فيه من عناصر الازدهار والنجاح حتى صارت إماراتنا الحبيبة منارة للتميز والرخاء ونموذجا للتقدم والإبداع في شتى ميادين الحياة. وقد احتفلنا معكم بالأمس القريب بواحد من أهم الأحداث في منظومة الفنون القتالية المختلطة الإماراتية، ألا وهو توقيع مذكرة تفاهم ثلاثية بين دائرة الثقافة والسياحة أبو ظبي ولجنة الفنون القتالية المختلطة باتحاد الإمارات للجيتسو والفنون القتالية المختلطة ومنظمة محاربي الإمارات. ولا شك أن هذه المبادرة بلورة للاهتمام الرسمي الذي تحظى به رياضة الفنون القتالية المختلطة وتزييدا للتعاون المثمر بين المؤسسات العامة والخاصة التي تتوحد رؤيتها وهدفها نحو خدمة هذا الوطن والمضي بخطى واثقة في مسيرة البناء والتطوير. وفي ظل هذا الدعم الهائل الذي تناله محاربي الإمارات على كافة المستويات ومن مختلف الجهات الرسمية بالدولة، كان نجاحنا مؤكد لا محالة، فلا يرتبط اسم الإمارات بشيء إلا قدر له النجاح. وكان من أبرز علامات هذا النجاح ترشيح محاربي الإمارات كأفضل منظمة فنون قتالية مختلطة إلى جانب UFC وبيلاتور ضمن الدورة 13 لجوائز رابطة مقاتلي الفنون القتالية المختلطة التي ستقام قبل نهاية العام الجاري في لاس فيغاس في أمريكا. ونحن نأتي إليكم بنسختين لامعتين من محاربي الإمارات يوم 3 و4 سبتمبر، أولاهما محاربي الإمارات 21 وهي رابع فعاليات السلسلة العربية، تليها النسخة 22 من محاربي الإمارات. تضم النسختين مجموعة من أفضل المقاتلين العرب والعالميين الذين جاءوا من كل حدب وصوب ليعرضوا عليكم وعلى العالم أجمع مهاراتهم الفائقة وإجادتهم لفنون القتال التي كرسوا لها أعمارهم. وبعد 3 نسخ مميزة من السلسلة العربية، يسعدني أن أعلن لكم عن استعدادنا لتنصيب أول بطلين للسلسلة العربية في وزني الخفيف والمتوسط، حيث سيتنافس كل من محمد يحيى المقاتل الإماراتي المتميز ويزيد الشوشاني من الجزائر الشقيقة على حصد لقب البطولة في وزن الخفيف، وذلك ضمن الحدث الرئيسي. ومن قبلهما سيتم تحديد بطل السلسلة العربية في وزن المتوسط خلال الحدث الرئيسي المشترك ضمن اللقاء الذي سيجمع الكويتي عبد الله بوشهري والمغربي بدر الدين دياني. ويتصدر منافسات النسخة 22 كل من مقاتل بيلاتور السابق الأمريكي شون بانش في مواجهة بطل منظمة BA MMA السابق في وزن الديك راني سعدة. ويشهد الحدث الرئيسي المشترك لقاء مثيرا في وزن الثقيل بين الألماني ريكاردو بارسل حارس مرمى نادي تشيلسي الإنجليزي الأسبق ضد الروسي ميكايل ماكناكتن مقاتل PFL السابق وبطل العالم في السامبو، إلى جانب 24 مقاتل آخرين من ألمع نجوم هذه الرياضة. وأخيراً أتقدم بخالص الشكر والتقدير إلى سعادة عبد المنعم الهاشمي رئيس مجلس إدارة الشركة على دعمه المتواصل وقيادته الواثقة، كما أتقدم ببالغ التحية والامتنان إلى لجنة إدارة الطوارئ والأزمات والكوارث على تعاونهم المثمر ودعمهم اللامحدود الذي يساهم بشكل مباشر في نجاح هذه البطولة في ظل الظروف الراهنة التي يمر بها العالم. وختاما أتوجه بالشكر إلى جماهير محاربي الإمارات ومتابعيها من كافة أنحاء العالم الذي هم شركائنا في هذا النجاح، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Again, thank you for listening for our word in Arabic. As I promised, I was going to do a quicker iteration in English for those who do not speak Arabic yet, because we agree we're going to learn Arabic in our next visit. Again, I'm really happy to have you all with us again in Abu Dhabi. We have so much gratitude on behalf of our company, on the UAE Warriors, of yourselves, of our fighters, present and past, and those who will join us soon, to our great leadership, who has availed for us an infrastructure that allows us to continue and propel sports in general. At the time, it has stopped in many places. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, today Abu Dhabi is marked with attracting mega events, and we hope UAE Warriors, with your support, with your continued diligence and commitment to the sport, will be categorized as one of those mega events. We are very keen to represent UAE Warriors' name in its best with your abilities. We are very proud on achieving a 2-bout fight card on UAE Warriors 4. We really did not anticipate we will have that level of competitiveness in such short time with announcing the UAE Warriors Arabia. We are very eager to see our double main fight in UAE Warriors on Saturday. I personally can't wait to see how the goalkeeper became an MMA champ, and I didn't know about him until Ryan introduced me to him, and I looked at some of his videos, and seriously, it's really impressive for such a transformation. Rany is home here, and we are very keen to have him again and again, and hopefully most of you, if not all, will propel yourselves to the next level. And we are not hesitant about supporting any of you here or joining us to go to the next level. We recognize where UAE Warriors is today. We know where we stand amongst other organizations. We are very cognizant that UFC is at the helm of MMA organizations in the world. But I assure you, Palm Sports, UAE Warriors, sooner or later, we will be at international level that will utilize your continued support and your technical abilities. I mean, what draws an MMA event from another? What differs it? It's you. It's the fighters. It's the fighting level. It's the technical level. It's the competitive level. And it's the ethical level. And we are very happy, and allow me to thank every single warrior that came to Abu Dhabi, to the UAE Warriors. And Dubai, we actually had an event in Dubai. Inshallah, soon we'll have events elsewhere as soon as this COVID issue is quelled. We aim to go to the world. But we have displayed every ethical portrayal an athlete can. So on behalf of UAE Warriors management, Palm Sports management, thank you for all who have come to the UAE Warriors and presented themselves well. This is, in a nutshell, what we have to say from UAE Warriors and Palm Sports. We can open the room for discussion if any colleague from the media, from the fighters have a question.
I have a question.
Rio, we all are eager to hear your question. Go ahead.
Okay. I mean, first of all, congratulations on the joint venture with Abu Dhabi Culture and Tourism.
Yes.
But what does that mean for the fighters? What does that mean for the organization? I mean, aside from the protocol of having a joint venture, how does that benefit the fighters? Where do we get the benefits?
I mean, thanks for this question. It allows us to highlight the importance of this tri-party agreement. And before the tri-party agreement, we had Palm Sports UAE Warriors had the privilege and the honor of signing a sponsorship agreement with the very much renowned Abu Dhabi Culture and Tourism Department. Rio, what does that do to our fighters? Well, for anything, it gives them more recognition. It gives them more continuity, because with such generous financial support from such a renowned, globally renowned entity in the world of making events, UAE Warriors have jumped a level in its aspiration to become a global player. So the fact we have their backing, and the fact we have their financial backing. I'm sorry. Diego, we have an issue with the voice? Rio, can you hear me well now? Gents, ladies, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you. I was answering Rio's question on what will the signing of the sponsorship with DCT mean to the fighters. Well, it gives you conformity that we will continue to be here. I mean, what do all fighters need? You need a place to fight. What's the point of us training endlessly and not having the chance or the shot to display your abilities and go to the next level? We got to be cognizant of why UAE Warriors is here, why UAE Warriors Arabia was inaugurated. We are very proud of the responsibilities that His Excellency Abdinam Al-Hashmi gave us. We are here to identify, embrace, and launch talent. We're not going to shy away from that. Many people have talked before, what's the point of having fighters come to UAE Warriors and get picked up by other international organizations? That's part of the job we want to do. Is there any financial gain to us? No. But is there a moral gain? Is there an ethical gain? Is there a sportsmanship gain? Is there a fulfillment my team and I have? Of course we do. We want to see all of you fight in the global arena, because sooner or later the UAE Warriors will achieve that status. And we'll only achieve that status by the number of fighters that are going to come through us to the next level. So this agreement, Mr. Rio, gives us more affordability and more containment in our financials going forward.
Okay, so now with Minot is gone, since I can see Corinne there, are we gonna see a female belt? Because I guess Minot is gone. I don't think she's coming back to fight for us in the meantime.
Well, you never know.
Does that?
You never know. I mean, look, I like to think my team and I have a personal relation with every fighter that came to the Warriors. And the proof of this, come see any fight, and we'll always have ex-fighters here. And we're not UFC, we're not Bellator yet, but we still have fighters that are so much associated with us. Can I state with confidence that Minot will not come back and fight in the Warriors? No, she will. Is the title that she used to hold gone? Yes, because she went to UFC now. Will we have another title bout? Definitely we will have another title bout, and we promise to have that before the end of the year.
And are we going to fill up all the belts? Because there are a lot of people waiting to fight for the belt. I mean, aside from Corinne, but I know that Chai Lewis hasn't been around, obviously. Are we going to have a plan presented to us by UAE Warriors on who's next? I mean, I'm glad that Yazid is fighting for the belt. I'm glad for Mohammad Yahya fighting for. Are we going to fill all those gaps? Is there a plan for us to get there?
Rio, this is an impeccable question. Yazid and Yahya, they both are fighting for the belt after a two consistent or consecutive wins at UAE Warriors. Before we can get a title belt fight, it is always imperative we have the right technical abilities for the competitors, because we know those holding the titles are there. So we'd like to see them. We don't want to make it an easy ride. You know, it's like you have to earn it. So and given our young history, it is, it's only expected that, you cannot fight 10 times before you get a belt. So we are allowing 2 or 3 consecutive wins to qualify you for a title. But then again, How many title holders from UAE Warriors were elevated to other organizations? Many. But that does not stop us. And we will always, again, Rio, we are proud of this as an institution, as a company, as an organization. We are not going to shy away from fighters that fought in their Warriors events with us. We will welcome them back. The Warriors are not only for those who win, it's for those who try. We believe in the pride of the sport, and we will welcome anyone who had fought at Warriors. So that's why the belt issue is taking more time than it should. But we promise you, Rio, and all those listening to us, before the end of the year, we are going to have a roadmap for all our titles. There's a big plan directed by His Excellency Abdul al-Hashmi on unification of belts at one point. I don't want to expose much of this because it's going to be part of our end of year event, and we're going to announce it for year 2022. But your question is always on the right place, and you allow me to expose some of our future plans. So before, inshallah, before UAE Warriors 26, 25, 26 mainly, Ryan, we agreed in the next four fights we'll try to have as many belts fought for as we can. So, and next year, Rio, isn't Allah, God giving, with God's help and with the continued guidance we have from our senior management, represented by His Excellency Abdul al-Hashmi, we plan to have 14 events next year. So, inshallah, we'll have enough fights to have all the titles taken.
Excellent.
I really don't like this chair. I feel like I'm falling, So I'm recorded, right? Sorry. The chair I'm sitting on is no good. Yeah. Anyways.
انعكاسه الإيجابي على البطولة وظهور 4 أبطال محليين أو إماراتيين لأول مرة، مع ظهور الحزام لأول مرة في النسخة العربية. يعني مدى انعكاس يعني كل هذه الأشياء الجديدة التي سوف تزيد من حدة المنافسات، من صعود المنافسة بشكل كبير.
أبو زهير، مرة ثانية احنا اسمحنا يعني نفتح، احنا بنتشكرك على كل دعمك وتغطيتك اللامعة. فالأسئلة اللي سألتني إياها محور واحد، احنا حكيناها بالكلمة الشركة إنه اليوم احنا على مفترق طرق. احنا من أسبوعين وقعنا اتفاقية ثلاثية مع لجنة الفنون القتال المختلطة لدولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة اللي تابعة لاتحاد الإمارات للجوتسو والفنون المختلطة. وقعنا مع DCT ومع Palm Sports. What does that represent? It represents إنه رياضة الMMA عم تنمو بطريقة ما حدا كان متوقعها بسرعة، كنا فخورين فيها. اليوم احنا عندنا 4 مشاركين من دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة. بس إذا بتتذكر أستاذ محمد، احنا حكينا عدة مرات قبل إنه هذا شيء طبيعي. وليش هو شيء طبيعي؟ احنا اليوم بأبو ظبي، عاصمة الجيتسو، عاصمة الMMA. احنا اليوم عندنا أكبر مشروع تدريبي بالعالم، مشروع تدريب الجيتسو. أكثر من 170,000 مواطن بيتدربوا جيتسو المراحل العمرية تاعتهم. فإشي طبيعي يكون عندنا تزايد بأعداد المشاركين من الدولة، هذا إشي طبيعي، لا في يعني لا في فيوريتزم ولا في شيء، هذا المجرى الصح. أنت عندك برنامج تأسيسي، وكلنا على دراية إنه الجيتسو is core to MMA. الجيتسو من أهم يعني من أهم إذا مش الأهم رياضة أو ديسبلين بيمارسها لاعب الميكس مارشال آرت. فإيش طبيعي إحنا اليوم يكون عندنا 4 لاعبين من دولة الإمارات المتحدة، وهذا كمان بيعطيك دليل ثاني على نمو هاي الرياضة. فشو متوقع بالمستقبل؟ شق السؤال الثالث، شو كان الجزء الثالث محمد من سؤالك؟
اللي هو مدى انعكاس يعني حضور الأبطال الجدد من العرب ومن شتى أنحاء العالم.
ليك إذا بتلاحظ أنت السكور كاردز تاعول الفايترز اللي عم يجيبون خاصة بالنسخ العربية، وهذا أجين جزء من الثقل اللي احنا حملناه عنا انه ننقي اللاعبين اللي عندهم مهارات مش مكتشفه لهلا. فاذا بتطلع على الفايت كارد تاع يوم الجمعه، عندك اكثر من 12 محارب مجموع كل خبراتهم 15 فايت. احنا ما عندنا مشكله نستخدم ابطال عندهم 1 فايت ان ذير بيلت. فشو مدى الانعكاس؟ انعكاس اكثر من هيك مبهر ما في استاذ محمد. احنا اليوم اليو اي ووريرز صارت منصه للميكس مارشال ارت العربي بالمنطقه باجمع، بالميدل ايست نورث افريكا. احنا الحمد لله عم بيجينا ابطال من افريقيا، من شمال اسيا، من اسيا، من الشرق الاوسط، وهذا هو هدفنا. طبعا احنا مفتوحين الان، بس انا بحكيك بالنسخه العربيه حد. وعليكم السلام. Thank you.
أول شيء السلام عليكم، يعطيكم العافية. هذا الشعور أنا صار لي 5 سنين أسعى فيه. أنا 5 سنين بايع دنيتي كلها، 5 سنين مجازف بدوام. يعني ممكن إن في ناس هني وظيفتهم هي الأمامية، هذه وظيفتهم الوحيدة. أنا عندي وظيفة بالكويت ودرست وتعبت وبلشت أمامية بعمر كبير. فصار لي 5 سنين من بلشت يعني حياتي كلها عشان اليوم هذا. فشعور يعني هذا الموضوع مو عندي موضوع كنا مباراة، لا أنا جازفت بدوامي ومستعد استغني عن دوامي والسنين اللي درستها كلها. جازفت بدنيتي كلها. انا صار لي سنه تقريبا بالامارات، وانت تدري يا اخوي، قلت لك لما قلت لي دولتك الثانيه الامارات، قلت لك الكويت والامارات دولتي الاولى، لان انا صار لي سنه هني وما حسيت بغربه بالموجودين. فانا صار لي سنه بعيد عن اهلي ودنيتي كلها عشان اليوم هذا اللي هو اليوم اللي معه. فهذا مو شعور يعني اذا فزت فيه انا ما راح استانس ولا فرحه ممكن اسبوع، لا هذه معتبرها انا حياته ما مات لي. هذه معتبرها عبد الله ابو شهري ليش عايش؟ عشان اليوم هذا اليوم اللي معه. ف انا نعم نعم. شوف اخوي، انا قبل كان عندي تايتل، بس وين؟ بالكويت كنت ماخذه في منظمه بالكويت، منظمتين بالكويت. بس يعني عندي انا كيو اي وورير هذا هو الحلم، هذا هو اللي انا اطمح له. فاول ما قالوا لي نتوقع بدون تفكير، قالها اخوي فؤاد ان منظمه يو شنو مستواها وصلت للعالميه، اللي اغلب اللعيبه من هنا قاعد ياخذون تقريبا التايتل، وين قاعد يروحون المنظمات اللي قاعد تروح لهم. فبعيني انا هذه افضل منظمه ان انا اوقع فيها. فقلت لك وقعتها حتى بدون تفكير، يعني قالوا لي اليوم بكره انا موقع.
أول شيء أقول بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سامحني قبل سؤالك، أنا أحب أشكر دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة وعاصمتنا الحبيبة أبو ظبي أنهم ينظمون بطولة كبيرة مثل هذه، بطولة UAE Warriors، رغم الجائحة الموجودة والصعوبات، أن وفوق ما هذا ينظمون بطولات وبإجراءات احترازية ومهتمين بسلامة جميع الموجودين سواء لاعبين أو جميع الأجهزة اللي معاهم. يعني قبل هذا كله نحن فخورين أن عندنا منصة مثل هذه، أن مش بس للعرب ولا لجميع انحاء يعني جميع المقاتلين حول العالم، انه يقدرون يحصلون بطوله كبيره مثل هذه، يقدرون فيها ينافسون ويبرزون مواهبهم. فهذا شيء يعني نحن نفتخر فيه. وشكرا طبعا شركه بالم سبورت ووريرز على هذه التنظيم الجبار وعلى جهودهم. نحن الحمد لله يعني من بطوله لبطوله نسمع اخبار طيبه وفي تحسن يعني الحمد لله. وعلى الباك تو باك فايتس الحمد لله، انا البطوله الاولى كانت الحمد لله كانت ممتازه بالنسبه لي. ومن بعد البطوله الاولى انا ما وقفت تمرين، بالعكس انا تفرغت بشكل تام لهذه الرياضه، وانا اجهز من البطوله اللي طافت وجاهز باذن الله. يعني بالعكس البطوله الاولى كانت بالنسبه لي دافع قوي اني استمر في اللعبه واني اخذها كمحترف مش كهاوي. وفرغت نفسي مثل ما قلت لك بشكل ممتاز اني اكون جاهز. معي تيم بروفيشنال شغال مع تيم قوي، باذن الله تعالى بكون جاهز يوم الجمعه وبقدم اداء افضل من الاداء السابق. والهدف اني استمر وان شاء الله بكون يوم من الايام موجودني مكان ابو شهري وانافس على الحزام باذن الله تعالى. الله يخليك.
English is better, please. Sorry. I heard what he said, and I think this is right, and I'm very happy to be here. I'm training since I'm a kid in many martial arts, but I come from more a striking background, and I'm doing MMA now for the last 3 years, and I'm really happy that even if I have a small record, I will be able to come here and showcase my skills on the feet, and now I'm well-rounded as well, but I can't wait to be able to show on this beautiful organization what I trained for since I'm a kid. I heard only good thing, and we talk about Marion Fioro like a few minutes ago, and so her coach Aldric trainer when I was with the French national team, so he told me a lot of good thing about it, and I as well on social media I've seen a lot of posts and following UAE Warriors since a long time, so only good thing about this organization. Yeah.
الامارات كيف تصفين لنا هذه يعني هذه التجربه، خاصه ان بطوله محاربي الامارات عهدت على عاتقها دائما انها ما تقدم وتهتم بالعنصر النسائي.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اول شيء احب اشكر منظمه UAE Warriors ان اعطوني هالفرصه، فرصه كنت ناطرتها من زمان يعني، وان شاء الله اقدم اداء مميز، واكيد يعني شيء يشجعنا يشجع كل البنات يعني بالخليج ولا بالوطن العربي، ان منظمه كبيره مثل UAE Warriors تعطي فرص حق بنات من يعني بنات خليجيات او عربيات ان يشاركون بطوله كبيره مثل هذه.
وانا اكيد يمكن استاذ فؤاد انا بسمع رايك في النقطه هذه، ان احنا يعني دائما احنا تكون يعني حديث مغلق داخل المكاتب، ولكن احنا يعني نريد نقول حق الناس انه فعلا الكلام يطلع شويه من خارج المكاتب على دعمكم الكبير للعنصر النسائي والعربي في المقام الاول.
لا بالتاكيد، حتى احنا اكثر من مره يعني للامانه اذا بنحكي على شيء يمكن احنا تاخرنا فيه هو ابراز العنصر النسائي بالبطولات عندنا بالانترناشونال والعربيه، بس احنا عدلنا شوي بالعربيه. احنا الحمد لله استضفنا نزال بالبنات بالنسخه الثالثه which is really not bad. باليو ووريرز الانترناشونال بالنسخه التاسعه اللي احنا اضفنا عنصر البنات. وهذا شو بدل على تطور العنصر النسائي مش بالام ام اي. انا ما بحب يعني انا بحكي عن حالي، ما بعتقد احنا فينا ننفرد برياضه خاصه وحده. انا بعتقد العنصر النسائي بكل الرياضات بالمنطقه العربيه في تطور مذهل. وتطلع يعني على الاولمبيكس الاخيره، شوف اخواتنا وبناتنا مصر شو عملوا مثلا، ولا بالجاز ولا يعني الحمد حتى يعني من الشرقيه السعوديه في ناس شاركوا، والحمد لله دوله الامارات العربيه المتحده زي ما حكينا. احنا بس يعني نبذه بسيطه على هي يو جونا لايك ذس يعني حجبه الخبريه على برنامج تدريب الجيتسو بالدوله. للاولاد هو اجباري، للبنات اتس اوبشنال فولنتري. I'm going to speak this in English and Arabic. This is a very important connotation I wish to share with everyone here on the importance of sports in the United Arab Emirates. And we were talking, for those who don't speak in Arabic, Mohammad from Abu Dhabi Sports Channel, he asked a very pivotal question on how does Iman feel on her participation as a Kuwaiti athlete. And he asked me, how do we feel as an organizer? I stated on behalf of my entire company that we felt we were a bit late in introducing the female component, the female fighters. But we tried to amend our fault in the international scene, and in our UAE Warriors series, we were able to introduce female fighters in our third show. But how do we feel about females in sports in general? Let's use Abu Dhabi as an example. Today, our jiu-jitsu training program is availed to 95,000 students in the United Arab Emirates. And let's do this away from Warriors, but it's important for the MMA sport. And this will tell you why sooner than later, Iman, you're going to have many sisters, many Emirati sisters that are going to come and compete with you and the likes of you. And this is what we need. We need competition. So for the jiu-jitsu trainees, for boys, it is mandatory. For females, it's optional. We have 96,000 students. Damon, where's Damon? No, did we cross 100,000 or we're at 96,000? Just under 96, yeah. Well, 96,000 students. From the 96,000 students, 51,000 are females. 51,000 female Emirati young girls have chosen to take jiu-jitsu as part of their curriculum. 51,000. Mohammad, what does that tell you? We are there. We believe in our young sisters, young daughters. I believe that we could, no one can ever absolve the importance of female participation, not in sports, in everything, my brother. In everything. All right?
Yeah. Thank you very much. I'll keep some interviews for the TV, as you know.
أستاذ فؤاد في سؤال مهم الطاقة الاستيعابية بالنسبة للجمهور.
نعم.
حسب الجهات المختصة في كرة القدم الآن 60%.
نعم.
البطولة دائما يعني كانت قريبة من الجمهور وكانت تحظى بمشاهدة عالية جدا. النسخة الحالية هل حيتم رفع الطاقة الاستيعابية ل 60% وهل في جديد حول هذا الموضوع؟
هلا احنا الحمد لله رب العالمين احنا عندنا تعليمات شديده بهذا الموضوع، احنا بهمنا نكون مثل يقتضى به كمنظمه تتماشى مع تعليمات الحكومه بهذا الموضوع. فلو لما كانت القوه الاستيعابيه 60% احنا كنا نخليها على 40% لانه في عدد كبير من المتدربين واللاعبين والكوتشز والميديا. محمد احنا بيجينا فريق كبير من ابو ظبي من تلفزيون ابو ظبي، كل الشكر لكم، كل الاحترام والتقدير. فاحنا رح نضل على مستوى 40 و50% وبس، وبنسكر الوضع مع الاسف. طبعا الفاكسينيشن از امبورتنت والبي سي ار از امبورتنت، يعني مع الاسف هاي اشياء ما فينا اطلاقا نتهاون فيها.
سلام الجميع بخير.
الله يحميك. زاهي you have something? I hope we're not boring you guys. We're okay with time. People, well, they're all at home, so they don't really care, right?
Yeah. Question.
سؤال سريع.
تفضل.
صار في Warriors Arabia في Warriors International.
Yes.
Is there a direct correlation between the two? Is there, or you're treating, let's say someone has a contract with Arabia alone or international alone? How will they be treated?
Sooner than later, you are going to find an amalgamation of talent where we will have unification of title belts. So we will maintain our UAE Warriors Arabia series in parallel to the international, but that does not mean challengers and athletes and warriors in here in the Arabia series cannot jump and compete in the international series. Never. It's always, exactly, we're going to encourage that. We will encourage that.
But the belts will be treated separately?
We'll have belts here, and belts in the UAE Warriors Arabia and belts in the UAE Warriors International. But as I said, His Excellency Abdul al-Hashmi, so much gratitude to his continued support. We have a plan to have the unification series. So yes, they will come together as fighters, but not as events.
سؤال لعبد الله. عبد الله صار لي فترة عم شوفك على انستغرام. التمرين تبعك on another level، مبين عم بتحط كثير من قلبك ومن حياتك في هذا التمرين. شو فينا نتوقع من عبد الله البوشهري؟
والله قلت لك اخوي انا الحين يعني مو ماخذها النبارات، قلت لك ماخذها كانه روح راح تجيلي، ف راح اتعب من اقصاي وان شاء الله اللي الله كاتبه بيصير. بس انا من ناحيتي يعني قاعد انام احلم بالحزام، صار لي 5 سنين قلت لك، وبهالمنظمه بعد حلمي كبر، فان شاء الله باذن الله يوم اللي معه ان شاء الله باذن الله. انا ما راح اقول راح اخذ الحزام واجيبه معي الكويت، انتم تعرفوني عندي مقوله ويا رول 1، احنا كلنا واحد، كلنا عرب وكلنا الحزام لا يروح الكويت مثل ما هو هني، مثل ما هو بالاردن، مثل ما هو باي دوله ثانيه. فان شاء الله قاعد اتعب منك صاي والله يوفقني ان شاء الله واخذه.
ان شاء الله.
Rany, do you think if this fight goes your way, you'll be entitled for a belt?
Well, yes. What else to say? I think I'm already entitled for a belt, you know. But this fight, yeah, just headlining here again, you know, it's a pleasure and it's a big honor for me. So this is an important milestone for me. So whether it is for a belt or no belt, you know, I don't really care at the moment.
And with your fight coming 2 times after an event that's strictly for Arabs, how do you see this Arab scene growing up?
It's great to watch, you know. I think we have a lot of Arab talent, you know, not just in the Middle Eastern region, but all over the world, just as I am coming from Germany, as I live there. But I've never forgot my roots. I'm Palestinian by heart, and I'm here to prove that us Arab fighters can keep up with the whole world, you know, and even in the biggest leagues for the titles, yeah.
Inshallah.
And coming up, what can we expect from you on fight night?
Just a big show, you know. I'm here to make a statement, you know. I'm here to make a statement. I want this fight to finish, you know, and I'm very sure I will finish this fight before it goes to the judges.
Thank you.
We'll have like a couple more questions and we will.
I have a question, but
Go ahead, Rio.
the question is actually for Omar. Omar, you're a veteran with UAE Warriors. How do you see, they say styles makes fights, how do you see this next fight coming up? يعني انت قاتلت بالنسخه الاجنبيه دوليه وقاعد تقاتل بالنسبه للنسخه العربيه اعتقد هالمره. شو تتوقع طريقه القتال راح تكون؟
السلام عليكم. كل فايت زي كل فايت بختلف عن الفايت الثاني. المره هاي انا فايتي راح يكون مع مقاتل انديفيدد، فاتوقع انه راح يكون فايت كثير قوي وكثير يعني الجمهور راح يستمتع بالفايت كثير. وانا جاي مجهز، يعني انا دائما جاهز زي ما بحكي يعني كاتل او مقتول. ف يعني I'm ready. Let's go.
طيب والسؤال الاخر الى ثائر من العراق، اول مره تدخل الى نزالات اقليميه بعد النزالات المحليه. اخر كم مره ما كان العراقيين جاي من العراق موفقين الا حسين سالم. شو تتوقع دخولك لاول مره الى منظمه اقليميه، عفوا منظمه عالميه صرنا احنا باليو ووريرز، تدخل انت من منظمه محليه جاي الى منظمه عالميه، شو توقعاتك بكم بالقتال؟ شو هي طريقه القتال مالتك راح تكون؟ شو هي المحضره لهذا القتال؟ صوت مو مسموع. صوت تفتح الصوت ثائر.
السلام عليكم، شلون كابتن رياض؟
هلا
حبيبي كابتن رياض، ان شاء الله التوفيق من الله هو. بس انا جاي من العراق ان شاء الله، جاي دوله الامارات باذن الله بمنظمه وريوس باذن الله، جاي يعني عندي طموح بيها، فان شاء الله جاي اخذ الفوز وارجع باذن الله، وراسم خطه تكتيكيه ان شاء الله، والتوفيق من الله بعد. عندي نقاط ضعف هوايه.
يلا موفق. السؤال الاخر لمحمد مطيع اذا ممكن. محمد مطيع اذا موجود، انت من زمان محمد اخر مره شفناك اعتقد بالهواة لما مع اليو اي ووريرز، وهي اول مره تدخل الى المحترفين. انت كان عندك اصابه اعتقد عافيت من عندها، خلتك تستعد بوقت متاخر يعني. شو توقعاتك كيف راح تكون طريقه النزال عندك؟
السلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته. صوتي مسموع كابتن رياض؟
اي كله مسموع. اوكي.
اول شيء احب طبعا اشكر السيد فؤاد درويش، لان طبعا انا اتذكر من 2017 دخل الاماتشور على هذه اللعبه في الام ام اي. ما كان في اماتشور في المنظمات العربيه، اتوقع يو اي ووريرز من اول المنظمات، فالحمد لله ساعدتني شوي على الظهور والناس عرفوني شوي، والحمد لله الحين اشكر السيد فؤاد درويش ثاني مره على اتاحه الفرصه لي انه العب بروفيشنال ثاني فايت ان شاء الله وما في باب اكبر من باب ابو ظبي يو اي ووريرز لتعرفني الناس، وان شاء الله انا جاهز 100% وتعافيت من الاصابه ويو اي ووريرز ثانك يو you make my dream come true. Thank you.
Good luck محمد.
طيب نرجع السؤال اذا الاستاذ فؤاد. سؤال من شقين عفوا استاذ فؤاد. اول شيء هل راح تتوقعون تكون مكافآت ماليه لاحسن نزال احسن استسلام؟ طبعا بهذا السؤال المقاتلين كلهم يحبوني. My question for the international fighters, I have to say it in English so you guys will all love me. I asked our CEO Fouad Darwish, will there be bonuses for you guys if you finish the fight? You know, aside above and beyond winning, submission or knockout. I would like, specifically asking Mr. Fouad Darwish to put something, as in either from His Highness Abdul Hashimi or yourself or someone, for something, an extra bonus for those guys. You know, like the best fight of the night for two people, the best submission, the best knockout. I think it gives him incentive. What do you guys think? Everyone from the fighters. I want some support here. It's for you guys, not for me.
Yeah, we would love that.
By the way,
thank you.
This is wait. Allow me. Allow me to answer.
That would be a tremendous motivation for us.
Okay. So
Rio.
Now it's up to Mr. Fouad Darwish.
No,
might
wait.
end up banning me from the
I'm going to surprise everyone here.
No,
No, seriously. My answer is going to surprise every single person in this room. Rio. Diego, they cannot hear me.
ما في صوت. There is no sound.
Rio,
okay.
Can you hear me now? I'm all right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is, again, we have proven to you everything we stated, we fulfilled. Rio, this was a good setup question. Thank you. And I think your question is long due and well deserved by every participant. But I'm going to ask everyone in this room and listening to me. Have you ever seen an award given to the best fighter that lost the fight? Have you ever seen that? Ryan, did we do that not too long ago? The Mexican guy?
Yes, we did. Twice.
And have we given additional bonuses for fights we thought they did wow?
Yes, sir.
We don't announce because we feel we want everyone to do his best, not because of the money. Everyone should do his or her best because I believe this is a discipline of sport that has so much honor, so much character in it. Not anyone can come to the ring not knowing how and when he's going to be hit by an opponent he has never met. And what is more respectable and honorable and bewildering for someone like me, I'm a banker, by the way. I'm not a sports guy. I've been in banking for 25 years. And I love Abdul Hashmi for giving me this chance to be amongst you. So to me, it's bewildering. You all get into the cage, fight your best, and then when you fall, or one fall, respect is there. So I find it, I mean, again, I'm not in any way connoting other and better events than ours by giving the fight of the night and the fight of the match, but we have already done that, Rio. We've been doing this from UAE Warriors 13 from Dubai time. Is that a true statement? Yes. Or not before? And we have given rewards for those who have lost, not only winners. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, when you call it best performance of the night, it'll be the best fight of the whole night.
Is that okay? Is that something that makes sense? Yeah. But we have been given Rio. But thank you again. Shukran, you allowed me to disclose or expose another perk UAE Warriors have been doing quietly.
طيب, the second part of my question is concerning the fighters. Actually, you invest so much. You invest so much in the fighters. Do you think UAE Warriors should have a course for them to learn how to talk to media, how to behave sometimes, how to promote the UAE Warriors app, how to promote? You know, I did my PhD on brand ambassadors. Those guys that you have are all brand ambassadors. Do you think they should be told how to be brand ambassadors, because they're all over the world? We're talking about 19 different countries, my dear sir, and these are with their fans, with their everything. Do you think it's the job of UAE Warriors to make them your brand ambassador throughout the world? Do you think it's your job, or should they do it on their own? I mean, with all due respect to some of the fighters, but I'm going to talk about the Arab fighters specifically. When they go encounter international fighters and they see the professionalism that's being done even before the press conference, while the Arab fighters are talking about, I don't know, selling tobacco, tell you the truth, right before the press conference, which I take a big offense to that. Do you think it's your job to tell them how to behave in front of the media, or do you وشكرا.
Okay, well, Rio had a long question. He spoke in English and Arabic, so I'm going to reply in English and Arabic so I get the best of you. Rio, I know Rio. He's a brother and a friend, and he has every good intent in his question. And I totally respect your honesty, Rio, and I totally expect your embracement of those young men and women who are trying to take MMA to the next level, especially from the Arab world. Of course, we're not distinguishing, but his question was to the Arab fighters. Rio, it is not, I in no means أنا بقبل إنه أقول أنا I want to teach them or tell them how to behave. ما شاء الله عليهم هن they are أسياد بتصرفاتهم. بس أنا I love your notion and I understand your notion. Allow me to أوضح your notion. إحنا اليوم بمرحلة مهمة جدا بتطوير هاي الرياضة مش بس بالدولي ولا على منطقة العالم العربي بس بالعالم أجمع. فلا كلامك محله يعني بجزئية. إحنا كUAE Warriors كorganization we will be more than happy to avail all communication, all media, all interviewing skills required. We have a very capable team, you amongst us, because we spoke about this, and we will more sooner than later. We're going to start announcing free. Of course, it's all going to be free. We will never charge money for this for the time being. Free courses on media interaction, on communication, on body stance, interception, camera stand. Mohammed's going to help us. Rany will help us. A few people will help us. Rio is there. Mohammad al-Hossein is there. So yes, Rio, we will be more than happy to avail that. Will I dictate this? No, I will not dictate this. Then I don't believe it is in my what's the right word? Authority. It's not. I will do it as a big brother. Abdullah, yes, I will be more than happy to tell you. There are few fighters that are logging on with us. I spoke to them many times on what we need to do, but I do it on a brotherly way. I can never allow myself or our organization to dictate something in our athletes. It's the contrary. We want to learn from you. You come and tell us how best we can take our organization. But Rio, again, for those who heard your question, I totally respect your benevolence, Rio. I love the way you look after the fighters, even those you have never met. And from UAE Warriors, thank you very much. I don't know if we've extended, we've taken so much of your time. Normally we like to limit our interview for an hour. I mean, I miss the old days when we had it in a five-star hotel with good lunch. No, we really did. We had the best. Literally, at some point when we started, I think our press conferences were better than fight nights. No, no, it's true. And that's when me and Toli, do you remember the first, that was something, huh? That was something, yes. Really, we were known. No, I'm not joking. Our first 3 fights, our press conferences were more action-packed than the fight nights. And we had really good food. So we miss this. So I hope I'm not dwelling on your time. We can give a question or two. Yes, sir.
This is to Abdullah and Hadi respectively. You're a firefighter officer in Kuwait and a bank manager in the UAE. How has life changed you after fighting in UAE Warriors? First to Abdullah.
Here you go, sir. Sure. Abdullah would like to answer in Arabic and I'll do the paraphrasing if it's okay.
أنا قلت لكم يعني نواجه في ناس محترفين هني وظيفتهم إنه بس يلعبون. في ناس عندهم دوامات يعني مثلا هذه مدير البنك وأنا ضابط بالمطافي. فوظيفتي هذه كلها يعني بقول أنا الكلام هذا ممكن يأثر علي. ممكن باكر أداوم عندك.
أهلا وسهلا. عبد الله موصيني عليك.
فأنا يعني اللي بوصل له الحزام هذا التايتل إن شاء الله بإذن الله إذا وصلت له وما وصلت له. التايتل هذا يعني قدام وظيفتي مستعد استغني عن وظيفتي انا من باكر اذا فيها 1% شيء ياثر على التايتل هذا نجوم يشيلها لا اخليها جنب اذا في شيء ياثر على التايتل فانا الشيء الاول بحياتي انا عايش عليه اللي هو التايتل هذا.
Abdullah, ما شاء الله عليك, really, ما شاء الله. What Abdullah stated very bravely, he is willing to sacrifice everything he has to be able to contend And what I love about Abdullah, he didn't say to win, huh? He said to contend for the title. Inshallah, you'll win. Everyone is a winner. And he is willing to sacrifice his responsibilities at work. But he stated, him and Hadi are full-time employees. They're not full-time fighters. They're not full-time athletes. He works, I don't think it's a joke, it's an honor. You're part of the firefighting team from Kuwait. I lived in Kuwait for a bit, and I know there are not many Kuwaitis that do what you do. Well, Hadi, you're a banker, mashallah alayk, so we have something in common, but I'm not a fighter. I can talk though, but I can't fight, all right? So Abdullah spoke on this, but they are doing all they can to be able to make do between their day job and night training.
Okay, so then what are the goals for the future for you, Abdullah? And same for Hadi. What are your goals for the future moving forward?
يعني أنا في احتمال كبير جدا، يمكن بس كابتن مهدي يدري على الموضوع، احتمال كبير جدا جدا إن حتى دوامي أوقفه. يعني أطلع من الدوام أصير بس خلاص حياتي كلها في الأمامي. ولو كنت أنا خسران أنا ما راح أخسر. لأن هذا قاعد امشي عند حلمي، فانا طول عمري ما راح اندم على شغله، ولو اعيش مرتين راح ارد اسوي هذا اللي انا قاعد اسويه. اضيع مو اضيع عمري، ابني عمري كله عشان الامامي.
This is a big announcement, guys. Seriously, for those who don't speak Arabic, Abdullah just decided to state that he might be forsaking his career, his official career, his official job, and become 100% dedicated MMA athlete in pursuit of bigger acclaims, bigger competitions, bigger sports rewards, bigger titles. And you're in the right place, Abdullah.
Go for it.
Yes. Hadi, you want to say something?
Yes. First, thank you for your question. I do this because I love the sport. I have a big passion about fighting. I've been doing this for so many years as an amateur. You know, I'm national team wrestler, national team boxer. I did jiu-jitsu like all over the world. So MMA for me it's passion, it's more of love. So I left my responsibilities, I left my comfort zone, you know, as I have a good position in a bank. So I just do this because I really love the sport, and I want to do this. You know, and I have a very good team behind my back, you know, the new generation MMA, and I have Tolly Placid as my head coach. So I'm doing this because I really love this, and I want to really show that we as Emirati fighters can really be in a very good level of fighting, and be a professional athlete, and can compete with not only the Arab, also internationally. So, you know, I cannot wait for this opportunity to show my skills and show my hard work. I've been training hard since my last fight. I didn't stop training. I left my job. I just do this now full time, just training as a professional 2-3 times a day, sleeping good, eating good. So it's another process in my life, you know. It's not like an amateur, you know, finish my job, then go train for 2 hours. It's a different process. Being a professional, it's another process, another thing in my life now. So I cannot wait to just prove this and keep on going, and I cannot wait to just build myself to reach, you know, not only the Arabic champion, also can compete in international champion, inshallah. Why not? If they can do it, I can do it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys, and good luck to all the fighters.
Any fighter have a statement to say before we end this? You have something to say, sir? Yeah. All right, that'll be our last question.
I have a question actually for Iman. What do you I would say, charge the girls who have hijab to follow their dreams like you did into MMA beside? We know that jiu-jitsu been around with the hijab, but MMA is totally different. So, you have anything to say about that, or give a push, basically?
Yeah. So I personally think that there are no obstacles in sports when it comes to hijab. If you have the determination, then there are no problems. You might find some obstacles in the beginning, like I did, obviously. But then after the first fight, they saw that I had no problems fighting with a hijab, and it wasn't derailing me or in the fight or causing any problems. So then it becomes easier and it's more acceptable. And again, I thank UAE Warriors promotion for giving me this opportunity, and really they didn't give me any problems with the hijab. Like some other places did before that. So I'm really grateful for that.
Do it, that's why we do it. We're very proud of you and proud of our young lady here. And thank you for being with us. And we look forward for a great fight night. And gents in the cameras, I don't know where the camera is, but it's so good. I could see all of you from our TV here. So good luck. You could always reach out to us. If you need anything, please let us know. We are thrilled to have you with us, really. Shukran. Good luck. And this is home. Abu Dhabi, please treat it as your second home. We are your extended family, and we welcome you in Abu Dhabi, and we hope to see you again soon. All right, thank you so much. Good luck, Sam. Good luck, Saadeh. Absolutely, absolutely. We're going to take a picture. Is that okay to go in the newspaper?